Hello, happy people. Welcome to the show. I'm giving everybody a few minutes to get in. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. If not, maybe I can say something tonight that will make tomorrow a little better. I like to say happy birthday to anyone having a birthday this week. And this week has been something else. Hello, Jocelyn. Hello, Amy. And so as you notice, I shaved my hair off, so I got rid of that. So we got a lot of new things that's going on. We got bad news and good news. So no, we got all kinds of stuff happening. So hopefully, if everything works out, we're gonna have a wild time tonight. All right. So now, first off, now we got a little bit of the bad news that's happening is that we've been doing the in and out of hospitals for like a bit now, and Brandy's daddy is in the hospital. They had to fly him out and stuff, and he's been in there for about 2 or 3 weeks now. And but if everything works out, he gets to come home Friday. So they about got him situated. So if everything works out, he gets to come home Friday. Our roommate Joanne, some of you may remember Joanne, and she had to have surgery, so she's been in and out of hospitals. So we've been taking them to their appointments and everything. And now there's the bad news, but it's kind of good news because they got themselves fixed with certain things, you know. So here goes the situation. Now we got some good news that's happening. I got glasses, as you see. I shaved my head and stuff, so it's kind of a new look for now. But the hair will grow back out, you know. And I ended up losing my hair because Brandy kept pulling it. She always trying to pull me bald or something. I don't know what's wrong with her. She got some kind of fantasy. No. No, but for those who don't know, I have written a book, and it's on Amazon. It's in like 7 or 8 countries. They're supposed to go around to like 80 countries or something like that. So I have written a book about the draconic bloodline. So which I have a group on Facebook called the Draconic Bloodline as well. So I have written a book and put it out there, so that shares some of my journey and some of my beliefs and things that happened with me along the way. Things that went on with me. So we were just giving everybody a few minutes to get in. So that's some of our good news right there. So we got all that there happening. I got a pair of eyes, so now I can see. And I'm just not sure on what kind of look to give myself. I said I probably should get a suit and a tie. I don't know. Sure.
Tonight
Amy Santos is first. All right. I'm also starting on a second book that will go with the first one. But now I've ordered some, so I'm waiting on them to come in. Now, if you all order them, you get them faster than what I do. And, I can get them cheaper, but I don't get them faster. It takes a long time for them to come in on my end. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Amy Santos, let's see what's happening. So what was her number? 14. All right. Amy Santos, 14. All right, let's see what we got. All right, 14 cards down. Here we go. Alrighty. So let's see what we got going on here with Amy. if I can get it to turn around. All right. We got the Mirror Guardian. It says, take time to reflect. Take time to reflect. Sometimes we got to take some time to ourselves and think about certain things that has went on in our lives, and it's almost a type of counting your blessings. That's another way on how like people would say it. So take some time and then reflect on things, So yeah. Okay, Amy, we're going to start you off here. We got a mean tower here. We got a mean tower that's going to bring a change. All right. A tower moment is usually where there is a disruption that happens within your life. We don't want those, but sometimes they happen. And then what it's going to do is it's going to bring about a change. So we're going to see what the change is, find out what's going on, which direction are we running, and what's causing it. All right, so here's what we got. Okay, we got the Knight of Swords. So this here is your change. Okay, now knights are about taking action. So if you notice, he's looking towards the tower. So there's certain. When I get ready to sneeze, I'm trying not to. Sure. All right. So the thing is that nights are about action. So it looks like there might be some things you need to do. All right. So the tower is not definite. It's just that there's some things that may need to happen. Over here we got the Ten of Wands, and this is a reminder that other people's problems does not belong to you. Okay? And where it is a 10, it talks about starting a new chapter. So with the tower happening, and it seems like something awful, it might be getting ready to go down, all of that's going to bring about where you need to start a new chapter. You're going to have to start doing some new things. And from the rest of your cards, it doesn't look bad. So here we go. The King of Wands showed that you should chase after your desires, the things that you're really wanting to do. Put your foot forward and go after them. Do not take no for an answer. People's going to tell you, you can't do this, you can't do that, but you can. You can do it. Shoot, I wrote a book. People said I couldn't do that, but I did, So you just got to go after it. That there is the thing. Set up your walls and boundaries, because it's your kingdom. It's your throne. Your life is your kingdom and your throne. The things you let in it's because you let it in, So you set up the rules for your kingdom. Set up your walls, your boundaries, and say, look, this is the rules if you want to be around me, Because there's some people that is so disrespectful that you can go to someone's house with them, and then when they say make yourself at home, then your friend get up and go to the refrigerator and start making himself a sandwich. Now, I'm speaking this up out of experience, because I had a friend to actually do that one time. Back whenever I was younger, we went to go see these girls. It's always a girl, right? And we got down there, and then she said, make yourself at home. And then my friend got up, went to their refrigerator and started fixing himself a sandwich. And I just feel like that's a little bit disrespectful. That's too much. All right. So set up your walls and your boundaries. All right. And then over here, it talks about you do have some opportunities that's coming up. You got some choices and opportunities. Everything's looking like it's going to start moving in a positive direction. So twos are about choices and opportunities. Right here, it shows you getting to victory. So whatever you're going through, you're going to come out on top. So even though at the tower moment is coming, it shows here you're going to get to victory. You're coming out on top. And then with the Ace of Wands is about a new beginning. And remember, this is a Wands. This is fire. This is being active. This is about chasing your desires, the things that you're wanting to do, because that's what Wands is. It represents lust, love, desire, things in that nature, passion. That's what it represents. Now we also got some sudden wealth over here, so Getting some sudden wealth, that's always a plus. And we see some stability happening here, so this is good. So I love this card. And over here it shows more romance coming your way. This is also a night. This is a romantic night. So therefore it's usually the one that they associate with more romance. It's the Knight of Cups. But nights, just like I said before, is about taking action. So sometimes there's things that you got to do, things you got to do. So there you go. It looks good for you. You just got a little bit of rocky road to start with, but it's nothing that you're not going to overcome. All right, so shoot, looking good. There you go, Jennifer. I seen you pop on there just a second ago. So now there's what I look like. I shaved my head and everything because Brandy was pulling my hair out, so I had to get rid of the hair. I just can't sleep beside her no more. She's too violent. So that's what. Yeah, I'm able to see now. Shoot. It's different, though. It's different. So who is it?
Your next one's going to be for Sherry.
Sherry. All right. Sherry number 20. Well, let's see what Sherry got going on. Let me move these cards around. Yeah, I can actually see. I could tell the difference. So I ride around with them, and I'm trying to get used to it because if I turn too fast, I get that fishbowl look, and it make me kind of motion sickness. So I have to turn a certain way because I never wore glasses before. Now that I got some of y'all on here, now tell me something. Now, are you supposed to wear them down like this? Or are you supposed to wear them all the way back here against your eyeballs? Have you ever had them things to make your nose itch? Yeah, because sometimes my eyes start itching just right around there towards grabbing my nose, then that becomes a little bit of a nuisance every once in a while, especially when you're driving down the road. You have to take them off and try to scratch your nose. All right, 20, right? All right, Sherry. Let's see what we got going on for Sherry. See, I feel it trying to itch my nose now. All right. Here we go, Sherry. So now you can see me in a business suit. Girl, I used to have suits at one time. If I put that on, people be like, woo. Okay, now, let me get my pointer. All right, Sherry. Here we go. The guardian angel says, you are not alone, Sherry. You are not alone. The stuff you're going through, Sherry, or the things that you may feel like, is out of balance with you, you are not alone. People go through the same stuff that you're going through, and they handle it in different ways. And there's sometimes you can get up online and you can find the different ways, on how to handle things, because you are not alone. People are with you. Not only that, but the spirits are with you. Your ancestors wants to see you succeed, So that is the thing. It's all about succeeding in life, getting balance. And here we are. The Two of Pentacles, all about balance. Here it is, balance within the finances. It shows there's a couple of ships back there as well. Sherry, you got some opportunities. You got some things that is happening. But if you don't take the opportunities, the ships are just going to sail by. So sometimes you've got to take the bull by the horns kind of thing, all right? You got to chase after your desires. Now this is the wish card. Whatever you've been wishing for the past 2 weeks, you're going to get that within the year. So, now that's a good card. I like that card, the wish card. Over here, it talks about you sitting on your throne, ruling from the heart. And then we got an announcement here. It seems that, Pages is messenger. So we got an announcement. All right, right here we got the Knight of Wands. It looks like somebody coming back into your life, Sherry. I don't know now. Maybe there's some people that you haven't seen for a little bit, but looks like you got a old friend that might be coming back. Maybe it's related to you. It could be a brother or anything like that. So looks like somebody is trying to get in contact with you on that. All right. Over here, it shows someone being added to the family, either through marriage or through a pregnancy. So maybe somebody in your family getting married. This is also the prosperity card. So it talks about abundance, right? So this looks good. Over here we got the Fool. This is about stepping outside of your comfort zone. This is where you got to take that leap of faith. You can't just sit back and then just wish things would happen. You actually got to go make them happen. You can't wish for it to happen. You got to go make it happen. It shows here you're going to calmer water, so this here looks good. And right here, it says you got some talents or something that you haven't been using. You have some skills you haven't been using, and you should use them skills. You have some skills that you could use to do certain things. Now, over here, this one talks about you need to collaborate with other people. It means you need to talk with other people. You got to get out more, and you got to pay attention to details more. You got to pay more attention to your surroundings. You got opportunities and stuff that you're letting slip by. So start talking with other people and look for them opportunities, because they're out there. Sometimes that's what happens to us, is that we end up not having our opportunities because we don't recognize them. And I'll explain that here in a minute. This one here is more about sudden wealth, maybe getting some extra cash. But when it comes to opportunities, there are sometimes you go and you wait on opportunity to knock. But there's other times you got to call opportunity up onto the telephone. You got to take the leap of faith when there is an opportunity which is abound, and something is within your grasp to do or have, or whatever it is that you're wanting to do, if it's a vacation or whatever. And if you got that one chance to do it, the question always is, will you take that chance? Will you take that leap of faith and do that? Will you go to the zoo that you always wanted to go to if you had the money, the means, and transportation? Would you go on the vacation that you always wanted if you had the money and the means? Or would you just let that go? Because usually people say, I would do this if I had X amount of dollars. But as soon as they get that X amount of dollars, they'll do something else with it, and they miss that big opportunity to go on their dream vacation or whatever. So that's the advice. Take the opportunities while you can.
The next one's going to be for
Christine?
Number 12.
Christine. That's Christine Cab? Okay. Number 12. Let me move these cards. I'm piling them all up on one side, and I can't do that because I got to have room. Christine Cab. Number 12. Here we go, Christine. Now these are some nice little cards right here. Put those over there. Oh, there's party at Christine's house. Trying to move more cards. Darn right, Christine got it going on. Let's see what you got happening. All right, now we got a couple of announcements and everything. What's going on there? Let's see what we got. All right, Christine, here we go, honey. We got some things here. The medicine mother. Look at that, medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. There's sometimes mother knows best, you know, and then that's what you got to go with. So we do have the medicine mother, so sometimes mother knows best. That's what I got for you out of that one there. You just honor your inner knowing. That means the knowledge that you, it's almost like saying, you know, like you know if something's right or wrong, you know, so now go with what you know, all right? Go with what you know. Now, Christine, here it talks about you do need to take some time to yourself. You need to get some downtime, kind of take care of yourself a little bit, you know, just spend some money on you, all right? Spend some time on you and take care of you. All right, so now, Christine, it also says that you are the magician, all right? So whatever you focus on, honey, that's what you're going to manifest. Whatever you focus on, whatever you look at, think about, move towards, you're going to bring that home with you, all right? Over here it shows there is a change coming up. So we're going to get us a look-see because we want to see what the change is. Oh, that's a new beginning with plenty of opportunities. And it says, oh, look here, we got a new beginning. We got plenty of opportunities here because you see them. And this guy here, you see how he's paying attention to what's going on right here? This is the message for you. Pay attention to the details, all right? Pay attention to the details. Do not let things just slip by. Just start paying more attention. Just be more aware of your surroundings. See over here, these windows of opportunity? Hey, you got those. Look at here. You got a harvest coming in. This is a great card. A harvest. That usually means you're going to have some extra means, that there's some extra resources that you're going to have. It's going to help you to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Okay? Over here, it shows there's some financial stability and more opportunity. So, hey, looking good. We do have a message here, so we'll see what that is. Okay, this message talks about be careful and don't put yourself in predicaments, all right? Look at things from a different perspective, but be very careful about putting yourself in situations. Alrighty, now over here you got the wish card. Whatever you've been wishing for, hon, for the past 2 weeks, that's coming to you. Why? Because you are the magician. Whatever you focus on, you're going to draw that to you. All right? Your wish, you focus on that and you'll draw it to you. Do not let everybody know everything about you. Kind of keep some stuff to yourself. That's what I'm seeing here, because swords are about communication and knowledge. That there's some things you got to keep to yourself. All right? You don't want everybody to know everything. And this is also what I would call the little thief, because sometimes there's people that come into your life to try to take things from you because they're only there to see what they could get off of you. So this is also a warning against bad associations. All right. This one here is another one of those step outside of your comfort zone. You got opportunities. You may feel like everybody is against you, but you got to step out and get past that. All right, because sometimes that we're afraid to step out because of what somebody else may say, and that's what this one here could be. It could be, I'm scared of what he may say. I'm scared of what he may do. I'm scared of what this one might think of me. And you got to step out from that. You don't have to defend yourself from every wagging tongue. It's kind of like pick your battles. You don't have to defend yourself from everything. So now over here, it shows there is an announcement. So we're going to see what that is. Okay, this one says, you got the King of Swords. This one is about getting rid of negative energy, at the negative stuff, at the negative things that's up and around you. And if it is a person that's being negative, limit your association, because I know it's hard to get rid of people, but you can limit the association with them, all right? So other than that, hey, you're looking good. You really are. And the biggest thing of your reading is that you are the magician, hon. Whatever you focus on, that's what you will bring home with you. That's what you'll take with you. That's what you'll manifest in your life. Nobody ain't gonna tell me about these itchy glasses. Nobody. Yeah, I mean, like they'll be itching like right in here, and I'll be like, man, that just gets annoying. Emily.
Number 8.
Emily Allen, number 8. Let me see what we got going on here for Emily. All right, Emily. Hey. Hello, Emily. This is for you, huh? This is your reading. Let's see what's going on. Got to move cards around. These here are some wide cards, big wide cards. That's what. I like them big cards that's wide. All right, Emily, here we go. We got the Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded, Emily. Stay rooted and grounded. That's just another way of saying keep your cool. Keep your cool. Don't be losing your mind over little things, stuff that is trivia. Just keep your cool. Because if you stay rooted, stay grounded, you know the truth, and just keep your cool. And then everything will come out in the wash. All right? Now, here we go. Now, Emily, this card, this is the faith card. This is basically make it a matter of prayer. Certain things that might be going on, you may need to make it a matter of prayer. But it is a 5. 5 is about change. So we're going to see what the changes are. Okay? All right, let's see what we got. Looks like an announcement here. Okay. So we got a couple things here. We got an announcement here, and then we got the Queen of Swords. You need to be the nosy lady and ask questions. So let me pull another card on that one, and then we'll see what's happening. Look like you have had some communication issues. It looks like there may have been some things that may have been said or whatever. It's kind of rooted in you there a little bit. The Queen of Swords said, just be the nosy lady and ask the questions that need to be asked. All right? Gather in the knowledge which you need to gather in. Now, the Knight of Coins, which is about taking action towards whatever this mess here is, it's almost like there was a mess or maybe a little something that went on. The Knight here says make a plan before you make a move, so don't just rush into things, all right? So kind of think things out, ask the questions, gather in the information. Now, getting away from that, and we're going to change the world right here. You need to take some time to yourself and kind of reflect on some things, all right? Kind of take care of yourself a little bit. Just kind of step back from certain things and maybe certain people and just take care of yourself, all right? Now, we do have the star card that talks about rebuilding. It looks like you're rebuilding again. Usually when people are rebuilding, that they're either rebuilding like some sort of a relationship, maybe a job, maybe a boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe something. It looks like there's some rebuilding. But what the card does is that it gives the advice of don't rebuild on old foundations, because old foundations are faulty. All right? Old foundations are faulty. Now, we do have the Ten of Wands. It says, remember this, that other people's problems does not belong to you. No matter how much somebody tries to convince you otherwise. The truth is, other people's problems does not belong to you. And if you choose to help someone out of the goodness of your heart, then they need to recognize that as you blessing them. Because you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? And I think you need to hear that. You don't have to. And so sometimes we got to tell people, look, I don't have to do this, but I'm offering this to you to try to help you, you know. Because sometimes people don't remember. Like who was the one that was asking for the help, right? Over here it talks about starting a new chapter into your life. We do have some opportunities here, looking good. Talks about you need to save back some cash. Over here it talks about your ship finally coming in. So you're going to have something wonderful happen within 3 months. It looks like there's going to be some good things coming on. All right? Shows that there is some advancement into your life, so you will be going forward. Things are doing good. You got room to grow. So growing, that could be growing a family, it could be a business, it could be, anything like that. You do have room to grow. I mean, like we all got some room to grow, because sometimes I got to grow up, But this is also about starting a new chapter, start doing some new things. And then over here we got the Chariot card. So start hanging out with like-minded people in order for you to have peace. Because if you're surrounded by people that's got the same mindset as you, well, then you'll have peace. If you got them where they got different mindsets, you might have some arguments. All right, but you're not looking too bad. It just looks like there's a kind of a warning about don't rebuild on old foundations, and then just remember that other people's problems doesn't belong to you, all right? But you do have some good things coming in, so we'll focus on the good stuff, all right? Because sometimes we rebuild on the old foundation, and we end up right back where we started. So we got to change our foundation.
The next one is for Chase,
Chase,
number 7.
number 7. All right, let's see what Chase got. Chase, number 7. You're welcome, Emmy, huh? All right, Chase, number 7. Let's see what's happening. Chase with numbers. All right. Looks like Chase got some good things happening. Let's see what's going on. All right. All right, Chase. Here we go, babe. Chase, it says you're a snake. No, it just what it's talking about, Chase. It says you need to shed the old skin. The old way of doing things, Chase, you need to shed that away because it's not working for you. So you need to shed that off and let's start something new. So here comes some good things about Chase. Chase, it says here you are the magician. You hold the power. Whatever you focus on, that's what you'll manifest. You'll bring it right to your front door. If you focus on it, it's coming. Okay, right here it got the we got an announcement for Chase as well. So here's what we got, Chase. Chase, it shows here you're getting the victory. So whatever you're going through, you're coming out on top. So if you're having a bad day or whatever, don't even worry about it. If it's a bad week, bad month, it says you're getting the victory. It also says you have a change that's coming up. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. Now we got a couple of things that's happening here, Chase. A couple of things. We got the Empress, and you see the child? That's usually someone being added to the family either through marriage or through a pregnancy. So that's what you got. This is also about prosperity, all right? Now, over here we got an illusion. Something not being truthful. There's some stuff here that's going on. I call it an illusion. All right? So, Chase, it says here to stay on the path that you know. Okay? Stay on the path that you know. Because some people's going to try to trick you. So, stay with what you know. Over here, it shows you getting the harvest. So, you got something that's getting ready to happen for you. So, this here is you getting the harvest. That's usually some extra cash or something. And then over here, Chase, it says there's some people coming back into your life you haven't seen in a while. That could be some old school friends or something, or it could be some family members you haven't seen in a while, but it shows that people coming back into your life you haven't seen in a while. We got the Queen of Cups. Queens are about patience, so sometimes we got to have some patience. This is also about do not forget who you are and what your role is in the relationships. No matter if it's boyfriend, girlfriend, or friends or whatever, do not forget your role, all right? Here it shows might be pulled in two different directions. This is the Chariot card. Anytime you pull it in two different directions, you get crippled. So that's why that sometimes we call this here the wheelchair card, because it tries to cripple you. And the advice is you need to hang out with like-minded people so that way you don't have this struggle of being pulled in two different directions. All right? Now, over here we got a Knight of Swords. This is about cutting out negative energy, but it's also about taking action, getting ready to do something. So there's some things that need your immediate attention, like right now type attention. It needs it within the week. So time to take action. Okay, now over here, it shows you need to pay attention to details because you got some opportunities in around you, Chase. So this looks good for you. So pay attention to the details, and there's some financial stability coming. So this is looking good. Fours are about stability. So Chase, you're looking good. They ain't nothing bad. You're looking good. I can get the camera. So now that was for Chase. To anyone who is new, if you donate, you're guaranteed a reading. If you don't donate, we may or may not get to you. We don't know. I'm only here for like an hour, usually till 9. Sometimes I go a little over, depending on what's going on.
The next one's for Donald.
Donald.
Remember?
Donald! You too, Emily. You have a great weekend. Number 8. All right, Donald. Let's see what's happening with Donald. Here we go. All right, Donald. We got the stargazer. Set your sights higher. Set your sights higher. It usually means that you're not trying to do extra anymore, you know. So sometimes we got to set ourselves a goal and then try to reach that, right? So set your sights a little higher, okay? Now, Donald, now here's what we got going on here. This is the Lover's card. It could be relationship, but it's usually also about contracts, about going into an agreement with someone. This is a long-term commitment is what this is. It could be a car payment, house payment, mortgage, anything like that, rent, whatever. But it's a long-term commitment. So I see that coming into play. Could be marriage. I see that coming in. Over here, the 7 of Swords. Swords is about communication and knowledge. It's also a warning here about bad associations, people coming into your lives just to see what they could take from you. Okay, so you got to watch out for that. But where there's 2 swords that stuck into the ground and they're not up like where they're trying to be fighting, it shows some peace. So I'm thinking that you have come into a level of peace that you never had before. So I think you have that going on. Over here it talks about setting up some walls and boundaries. So that would be good to set you up some walls and boundaries. Queens are about patience, and this one here is about it's more than just patience here. This is about organizing. You know, so kind of planning and organizing. So that's what we got here. Over here we got starting a new chapter into your life. Start doing some new things. But be careful about the illusions, because they sometimes something may feel good one minute, then the next minute it's like, oh man, why did I do that for? You know. So kind of be mindful about those things. Also, stay on the path that you know. There is a new beginning coming up for you, looking good, and a happy family here, which is a 10. New chapter, happy family, looking wonderful. You may have to be the one to do the heavy lifting. You know, you may have to be the one to do the heavy lifting. You may have to be the motivator, all right, in certain situations. But what I'm seeing here is this person is looking over here, and this is about a change that is coming up. So we're going to look at this change and see what's going on. So here's the change. I don't know if I can get it. So here's the change. Step outside of your comfort zone. And there is a deeper meaning here in this particular card because it shows a dragon's eye and it shows the treasure. And there's a lot of people looking for the treasure, and they're looking for literal gold, literal silver, and diamonds and rubies. That's what these people here are looking for. And they're trying to get in there to kill the dragon to get it. But what they don't understand is that in the fairy tale books, even though they talk about gold and they talk about dragons, it's not the literal gold. This is life-changing experiences and stuff. So that's what the gold is. It's about changing your life. It's a transformation. All right, that things has to change. So that's what we're seeing here. Over here, it shows some prosperity. Also, someone being added to the family, either through marriage or pregnancy. So that's what I got for you. Looking good. Hello, Jacob.
My next one will be for Maria, please.
Maria.
Number 15.
Move these cards around. All right, Maria. So what was the number?
15.
15. All right. Maria. All right, Maria. Let's see what we've got. Maria, we got the Water Guardian. It says, connect with your emotions. Connect with your emotions. There's sometimes we have to check ourselves to see if what we're feeling is true. An example of that is that sometimes a person can feel like that they're in love, but they're really just infatuated. So sometimes we have to check our emotions to see where we're at. Just what are we feeling? All right? So anyhow, let's get over here. We got a change coming up. So we're going to look at this change for you. Okay, so here's what we got, Marie. We got a celebration. This is looking good. So we got a celebration coming up. We also got advancement here. So these cards, now, these look wonderful. The one I've gotten a problem with is right here. This shows some kind of lack of communication or something that is going on. There's someone not communicating properly to you. I'm going to say the word properly. It's not communicating properly. And it's kind of keeping you in a conundrum. So I want to say here, you're probably going to have to try to figure out a way on how to communicate with the person. I'm thinking there's an issue there in communication. But on the bright side, it shows here you do have some opportunities. You just need to pay attention to details. So there's some good things coming there. It also shows that there is some traveling that's getting ready to happen. So it looks like you're going to be doing some traveling. It says here you need to ask some questions. You need to be the nosy lady a little bit. Take in the information that you need. I think that's going to fall back over here to this communication issue. So ask the questions, So I'm going to put that over there, matter of fact. So ask the questions. So that's what you do. So ask the hard questions. Now, up here, we got some more traveling. So this is another palace card. So that's some more traveling. So we do see some traveling. But we got this communication issue. It keeps popping up. That's twice in this reading it's popping up. So I'm pretty sure you're going to have to start asking the questions that need to be asked. So that's where we're going to be at with the communication. Now over here we got the Queen of Wands. This is about motivation. Motivate yourself. Get yourself out there, all right? Because here's what we got happening. We got the victory coming. This shows you got support. You got victory. Whatever you're going through, it's going to be okay. All right? You got the victory coming. Here is a new beginning. This looks good. So it looks like you got a celebration that's coming up. You got some traveling that's going to be happening. You need to pay attention to details because you got some opportunities. But the other cards are more about communication issues with somebody. So it's kind of touched on it. It just ain't going into all of the details because it's not that important as the other cards, the traveling and the opportunities and stuff, and the celebration that you got going on. But it's still getting in there. So just to let you know, communication seems to be one of the things.
The next one's going to be for
Shayna.
Number 8.
Shayna. All right, let's see where we at with Shayna. All right, Shayna. Let's see what's happening. All right, Shayna. Let's see what have we got. Here we go. Shayna, we got the arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy, Shayna. Surround yourself with protective energy. So that's basically self-explanatory. All right, that's self-explanatory. Surround yourself with protective energy. So here's what we got going on, huh? You do have room to grow. It says you do need to start a new chapter. All right. Sixes are about persevering. It also shows there are some opportunities and there is some balance coming to you. This one speaks about relationships, the energy that you put into one. You know, it can't be one-sided. A relationship can never be one-sided. If it's one-sided, then it's not really a relationship. All right. So what you put in it is what you're gonna get out of it. And so there's that. Now over here, it speaks about you getting to victory, coming out on top. You're winning. You got support. And over here looks like you might be packing a burden. So this shows a burden that is being packed. Normally I say this is you might be packing somebody else's burden. But it looks like it might be a mixture here of yours and somebody else's. So I would say that not every, like other people's problems doesn't belong to you. So you could get rid of those that don't belong to you. Now we got a thing here as well. It says you need to sit on your throne. We also got something happening here. We got, looks like your ship coming in. So that looks good. But over here we got an issue. The issue is, looks like there was some kind of a argument, breakup or something that's went down right here, because that's what this here is. Because this here's usually like some communication issues, but these clouds are awfully dark, you know. So there's a lot of stuff that went here, and this person is awfully sad. So it looks like there was some things that went on. Over here it talks about starting a whole new chapter into your life. So time to start doing some new things. And then here it shows you got to look at things from a different perspective and don't put yourself in a predicament. Do not put yourself into a predicament. Always try to keep yourself to where that you're not tied up with something. All right? So yeah, this looks like that there is a burden here, but some of that is not yours, but it became yours. So we got to remember that. And relationships, it's about, you know, it can't be one-sided, because that ain't going to work out. All right? But it does say you're getting to victory, so it looks like things are pretty good on that part. Oh my, you had to flee from Josh. But run! Don't be building on old foundations. Leave them alone. Sometimes energy changes with people, and when it changes, you just can't be with them. Just let them go. Cut them off. You know what they're like now, so don't put yourself back in that predicament. Sure. All right. Okay, so if they said that's it for tonight, So y'all have a wonderful night tonight and a better one tomorrow. And check out my book. I have written a book and it's on Amazon and it's for sale right now. It's live. I think my daughter may have put the link in the chat so you all could look it up, check it out. All right. So y'all have a great night tonight and a better one tomorrow.